Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. President Trump breaks the internet again by posting an absolutely hilarious AI video, and once again, whether intentional or unintentional, the left seems to fall right into the trap. We are witnessing the left's entire worldview collapse under the weight of its own frickin' hypocrisy. The same people who spent the last 4 years throwing mugshots and indictments and felony charges at Donald Trump and his team in the midst of an election, by the way, are now signaling massive outrage about the dangerous imagery and threats to democracy because Donald Trump posted a meme that implies that Barack Obama should be held accountable for the alleged crimes that he's committed. I mean, just let it sink in, folks. They literally arrested the last sitting Republican president. They perp-walked him, slapped him with gag orders, threw his lawyers in jail, and cheered while prosecutors tried to bankrupt his campaign and destroy his family businesses. They engaged in the most corrupt and despicable behavior imaginable, and now they're hyperventilating over an AI video that of course has a serious undertone, but for the most part is for the memes. We're talking Class A hypocrisy once again. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on here. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so Donald Trump posted a little short hilarious AI video where Obama strolls into the Oval Office and the FBI comes in to arrest him. Take a look at this. And of course, the left-wing reaction is pretty much exactly what you might expect. Suddenly all the leftoids are foaming at the mouth. Ooh, it's so dangerous and unacceptable.
It's really gross that the president is doing that.
He spreads this nonsense knowing a large portion of his MAGA base will just engage and eat it up.
I can't think of a more shameful display by a president of the United States in my lifetime. What will it take to awake the conscience of this country? Is this now what America is?
This is clearly a distraction. Trump wants us talking about arresting Obama for whatever reason instead of the Epstein files, which Trump is most likely on. But still, this is incredibly dangerous because we've already seen Democratic lawmakers lose their lives this year because of Trump's rhetoric. Now he's telling his supporters that Obama should be arrested.
What Donald Trump has done is wrong.
Don't you just find that frickin' rich? This is a threat to our democracy. Yeah, of course, only when Donald Trump suggests doing it for an actual valid reason with real, tangible, legitimate evidence of a seditious conspiracy. But when you guys did it, when you literally indicted Donald Trump multiple times across multiple different states, when you arrested his aides, his lawyers, his team, his orbit, when you mugshotted all of them, let's go ahead and put that picture up. Look at all of these mugshots. You indicted everybody from his aides to his campaign officials and lawyers, prosecuted him in DC, Florida, Georgia, New York, all very clearly in an attempt to throw him in prison before Election Day, hoping that nobody would vote for a convicted felon. And don't tell me that wasn't the plan when there's top Democrats like John Fetterman who basically admit that was absolutely the plan.
It's undeniable that the case against Hunter Biden was really politically motivated, but I also think it's true that the trial in New York for Trump that was political as well too. Now is that?
I mean, you guys want to talk about authoritarianism? You arrested your political rival while he was leading in the polls for non-existent crimes. But when Donald Trump posts a meme, now it's too far. Now it's inciting violence. Just like when Donald Trump posted a wrestling meme with CNN, this silly video right over here. They declared it an incitement to violence. This meme that the president has posted has put the great Jim Acosta in serious risk of grievous harm. It's just such a ridiculous exaggeration. And if I'm remembering correctly, I mean, this happened a long time ago, they even took it as far to completely deplatform the creator of the meme off of the major social media platforms. I mean, give me a damn break. And what really makes this video so effective, and what's driving the left insane, is that essentially it flips the script. It turns their own weapons back onto them. It holds up the mirror and says, what if you were on the receiving end of the game that you started? Just like with the censorship game, right? Oh, the Democrats love to censor. They love deplatforming people when they're in positions of cultural power. But then, of course, once the cultural pendulum swings the other way and they become the target of censorship from big social media companies, which isn't really like a widespread phenomenon or anything, but it has happened in certain cases, and the left cries illegitimate censorship. All of a sudden, woe is me, I'm the victim. Yeah, obviously that's what's pissing them off. It's the fear, not the video, not the AI. It's the precedent that they set and how it could all turn around and come back to bite them in the behinds. I mean, this is the party that told us no one is above the law. This is the party that told us that the Supreme Court declaring that Donald Trump has presidential immunity for his official acts, well, it was unacceptable, and they were hiding his crimes. Well, now all of a sudden, I could pretty much guarantee you, every single Democrat and their mothers are going to be citing that Supreme Court case. Oh, President Obama has presidential immunity, right? Complete freaking clowns. I mean, a total freaking clown show. These are the same people who cheered when Donald Trump was gagged, booked, fined, and dragged into courtrooms. But now they want special protections. Now their precious Obama is off limits. Now it's dangerous to even suggest accountability for any Democrat leader. But let's be brutally honest here. Donald Trump was not prosecuted. He was persecuted in these nonsense cases that all fell apart, every single one of them. Meanwhile, Barack Obama's administration ran one of the most corrupt and dangerous political espionage operations in modern American history. And we now have declassified documents thanks to Tulsi Gabbard as acting DNI, which basically confirms that Barack Obama, other top Democrats in the Hillary Clinton campaign, and of course the upper ranks of the intelligence community, knew that the Russia collusion narrative was a complete hoax, yet they suppressed that intelligence and pushed forward phony intelligence as a baseline to launch an impeachment inquiry. And not only that, but they also used this phony intelligence. They coordinated to use that lie to spy on Trump's campaign, to lie to the FISA courts to get an illegal warrant, and all in an effort to illegally influence a presidential election. I mean, that's election interference of the highest order, coming of course from the same people who virtue signaled and talked about election interference for years. An absolute abuse of power. I mean, this is a criminal conspiracy to undermine the peaceful transfer of power. Again, another point of hypocrisy, because that's what they accused Donald Trump of doing during January 6th. So do me a favor and let's cut the frickin' crap. If Donald Trump deserves to go to jail for asking questions in Georgia or storing boxes of his own documents at Mar-a-Lago, then I mean, considering that in comparison, Barack Obama should be facing 25 to life for orchestrating a full-blown intelligence coup against his successor. You know, the crimes of Barack Obama and his administration weren't just speculative or procedural. They were clearly strategic, deliberate, and malicious. They weaponized the CIA, the FBI, the DOJ against their political opponent. They fabricated evidence, leaked lies to the media, and dragged the country through years of chaos over a non-existent, fake, totally fabricated plot, just something they invented that they pulled out of their frickin' asses. And the way I view it, if justice is truly blind, then every single individual, every name who was part of that operation should be investigated and held to account if there's sufficient evidence. Period. And I don't think that's crazy or extreme to suggest. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.